Okay, so this song is titled Light Spark by AJEBUTTER on your number one lifestyle station, City 1051, AJEBUTTER22. Yes, I had to add that part of the name. Okay, so welcome to this part of the interview with AJEBUTTER that's supposed to have happened since, but it's cool. So I have to do introduction. I say, welcome, Mo.
Hello. Butter is here, have no fear. Let's go there.
Okay, let's go there.
Yes, better late than never.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
But shout out to you for pulling up still.
Thank you.
I know that Lagos can be very, yeah,
Lagos has Lagos me today, which is why I wish I could be in Butter Nation 24/7. But sometimes we have to be on ground.
But Butter, we really need to create that Butter Nation.
Yes.
Because this Nigeria is not really working like that.
Yeah, man. We have your passports ready.
Yes.
If Lagos is stressing you, man, come over to Butter Nation. Let's have a good time.
What is your definition of a good life?
Man, my definition of a good life, number one,
as a Nigerian, please.
No, forget Nigerian. Is number one is peace. Yeah, the good life starts from peace. If you have peace, then you can have a good life. No matter where you are, what your situation is, it all starts from here, from like your mental space. So if you have peace mentally, then you have a good life. That's like the zero. So everybody has their preferences. Everybody has what they like what feels good to them.
Yeah.
Like for me, I just like chilling at the beach, just relaxing. I can just like be at home watching like football videos or watching Netflix or be in the studio writing. That to me is good life. Do you know what I mean?
Are you a homebody?
50-50. Yeah, I don't like going out in the daytime though. I come alive in the night.
I come alive.
Yeah. But that's even like, when I go out, but I hate going out in the daytime. Yeah, traffic, just all that, like heat is just, it can be a lot.
And Lagos can be really, stressful when you go out.
100%.
So when I said what's your definition of a good life, and I said as a Nigerian,
I
had to add that part because there's so many things that we wish for as a Nigerian, but your passport will not allow you to even get it. So there's some countries you want to enter, they're like, we don't want you here.
Exactly.
Please go to where they want you.
You understand? And a lot of the definition of the Nigerian dream, when you have attained everything. So like my last album, What Happens in Lagos, was really about like going through the steps of being a Nigerian.
That
and
was
how
a fantastic cover art.
Thank you. How you evolve. So after you now evolve, the actual next step is, for most people, is to Jackpa. The Nigerian dream ends in you leaving Nigeria. Do you get? But then I've left Nigeria, I've gone to other places, but even though you might have like better things like amenities and organization, it's still not, you don't have the same like welcoming feeling you have when you're at home, because unfortunately your home is your home.
Are you sure it's not Stockholm syndrome?
Pardon?
Are you sure it's not Stockholm syndrome for you to see one?
No. I mean, the people in Nigeria, like, of course, like you have your family, you have your friends, you have the culture, you have the food. Yeah. All that stuff is that one, they can't take it away from you.
But the suffer that the country is to just stress you. Like,
so, yeah, man. So
I'm not in love with my abuser at this point.
Everybody just wishes that they can have the best of both worlds.
Yes, actually. Yeah. And on your body of work and this one, you spoke about Jackpa and how that is a very popular conversation and everyone is trying to Jackpa and everything. Have you lost any of your creatives, anyone on your creative team to this Jackpa syndrome thing?
Creative team, but like it doesn't affect creative teams that much because you can work from anywhere.
Yes,
really.
Remotely.
Do you get? But like a lot of artists are free range. Like they just make their music. They just come here when they have shows.
Yes,
and then just like move their family like out of Nigeria. Like so many people have done that. Yeah. But all over the world, like every sector, go to banking, go to like
banking
hospitals, like go to like literally everything, even tech, like developers and stuff. They're all leaving.
Is that why you left us too?
I'm here now. Am I not here?
Wait, I
literally always say Butter is here.
Butter, I feel like
have no fear.
I do have no fear. After listening to this soundtrack to A Good Life, this body of work, I must say that this album is absolutely fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I think it's ridiculously good.
Oh, thank you.
And it's not just about one song, it's the entire thing. Like holistically, it's a good album. From the cover art to the title of the album to like the arrangement of the album, the songs, how everything just go into the next one. And also lately, sometimes, maybe not lately, but sometimes we get artists give us albums and they will have a title of the album. Then when you listen to the album,
it's something completely
what
different.
Are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, we like the album, but it's not really work with the title.
Yeah, why didn't I don't know if it's...
They're your friends.
Yeah, but why do people do that? I don't get it. Like, you make an album that has like party songs back to back and you just call it like Renaissance or something. I'm like, bro, why?
It's like... what are you doing now?
Yeah, or like the cover art is like so different from like what's in the music.
It's like, it's just, bro, don't you take us seriously? I mean, a joke to you. We do understand creativity. Yeah. So it's like, but yeah, shout out to you, artists like you that are very intentional with everything. And I
don't like to insult my my fans' intelligence.
Please, thank you for not doing that. I thank you for not to give us our money's worth. Yeah, you did that. Now the intro of the album, you featured a girl called Koromone.
Yes,
she did the spoken word. She is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
that was a beautiful intro. Why did you decide to do that?
So on my last album, What Happens in Lagos, she actually did something like that. But then we cut it into like different songs, and then we use it as like. So this time, when I knew that I wanted her to do it, but I didn't see her. So when I just saw her, all I just showed her was the title that I wanted. And it took her like 2 months. She just went and came back, and when she came back, like it was spectacular when I listened to it.
And the thing that she mentioned, and like she even mentioned Aramis oil. Who does not know that? It's like, girl, you did the work. You know, her definition is so perfect.
Yeah.
She talked about flight attendants looking like Barbie dolls. I was like, girl, you know this.
She
did it well.
I feel like she should write a book at some point.
She should have like a spoken word book.
Yeah,
like maybe a book of poems.
When it's so like descriptive and so
you feel like you can touch it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and then just like, okay, like which of these things have I experienced in my life? Which one do I want to?
I was in traffic and thinking about it, and like, you're making me think about my life. But it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, you did a very good one with the body of work and the features. Ladipo, Jeff Akko was well thought.
Yeah. So like for some of those people that I feel like, if I start with Poe, like Poe didn't do his verse for like, I would say maybe 6 months or 8 months or something.
What?
Yeah, but I was like, you know what?
Take your time.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you must do it. You must.
Whether or not you wanna do it.
Because Poe is my guy. Like, this is not optional. You have to do it. And I could easily have, just put someone else on it or just finish it myself.
Yeah.
Because actually, I had a verse that I'd written for that bit that I actually removed.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted his verse and his yarns to just sit on it. Yeah. So I just did it intentionally like that. And big up to Jeff Akko. I literally saw Jeff Akko singing on Instagram. I didn't know that he was a big deal at this point.
Oh, are you serious?
I didn't know it was a big
so
deal.
Random.
Yeah, I just saw him know because like someone that used to work on my team before knew him and posted him on the story or something. I'm like, bro, who is this guy? This amazing guy. Like, can you hand the guy back? Can he come to my studio the next day? And he came, and then we just made that jam, and
And what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let me not forget this particular question that I want to ask
What's
you.
That?
Why is music your side chick?
Ha! Wow, that's a crazy one. You know, the thing is that in this life, this life is dynamic. This life is up and down like this.
Tell us about it.
So you have to balance things. I don't think music is my side chick. The thing is that I'm actually always writing and I'm actually always recording. But music that is easy to listen to is not easy to make. You get, and it takes me time. Like, I'm not that kind, and I need to live life. Like, I actually need to live normal life and observe life and see what's going on before I make music. And I have to be happy with it to release. And then there was like COVID, and like me and Budge had 2 EPs and all these things. So it's not like I haven't been making music, but it's just being able to release it right. And I won't release it if I don't feel like I have everything. I wouldn't want to start releasing music. So I mean. So even if I was only doing music, I probably would still be releasing at this pace. Yeah, and there's also some things that why it also feels like long is because sometimes when I drop jams, you guys in Nige don't always feel the impact or don't always like
because you don't promote it.
So the people that in abroad that I play, do they have tweets? Do they have tweets? I don't promote it to them. I promote it to you guys more than I promote to them.
That's a lie. But we rarely ever see you outside. When I say outside, I don't mean at the parties. We don't see you when you drop music. We don't know when you're dropping music.
How can you not know? Like,
sometimes you don't know. A lot of people be dropping music. So if you don't send us the music, how do we know? You know how?
Do you not send them the music? We send it now. There's no way we send it. We send the music.
We send the music.
Yes, we send the music. I post on my social media. I invite you for stuff, which you didn't come. Let's not get exactly.
Okay.
So like, I've not done an interview. I've not done an interview in the UK in like maybe 5-6 I don't remember last time I did an interview in the UK.
So
like, how come
wait, but
people that are hearing my songs, but
I hear
I've
you.
never done an interview in Amsterdam.
The number of songs that get churned out in Ninj from Nigerian artists cannot be compared to what they get in the UK.
It's the same. They have their own artists and they have Nigerian artists joined.
No. Me saying no. I'm talking about Ninja artists. So of course, and you are popular. Most of those guys in the UK, when they're playing songs from Nigerian artists, of course they will always be the popular guys. But here in Nigeria, we have them butters, we have them A-list artists, B, C, D. It's saturated, literally.
Yes.
So we need to do extra promos to be able to find the ones that we find. And also, when you build your community of people, they will always find your music. They will always find your music.
I check that feedback. That makes a lot of sense.
Because here it is saturated
5 times harder
because they don't get all of them. At one point, when we have maybe like an up and coming or an emerging artist blowing up here, they find out maybe like a year after when we've finished raising those guys.
Yeah, that's very true.
But when the popular guys drop, they will play it. But here we cannot just focus on the popular guys. We have other really up and coming guys doing good music. It's more work for us here.
It's good to see things from your perspective.
It's more work for us here. It's more work for us.
So I've taken notes. In Nigeria, but
then you have
I hate like over promoting stuff. Do you know what I mean?
No, when this stuff is good, why not? Because we live in a world right now.
Because the main people, like the core audience,
don't you want to expand the main people?
The core audience they get irritated.
No, that's not true.
And then there's a lot of diminishing returns too.
Let me tell you something. Let me use myself as an example. I am a silent AJEBUTTER fan.
Okay.
I listen to AJEBUTTER's music
silently,
like, oh nice, oh I'm making no cost 5 with Budge, oh when I rave about it, this is so good, I like it, played on my show, like it. Benga now sent me this album, like, Melody, listen, okay, AJEBUTTER just dropped something, so I sat down, and I'm like, okay, you know what, aside from the fact that AJEBUTTER is, I think he needs to do music more consistently. Let me listen, take my time and listen, and I'm like, this is so good.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So now I am no longer a silent AJEBUTTER fan. I've now moved from the girl that listens to AJEBUTTER music by myself and like, oh nice, to a girl that tweets AJEBUTTER music. Because somebody reminded me, top of the mind, like, Melody, do it again, try it again. Do you understand? So now I'm no longer just listening. Now I'm tweeting. I tweeted about the album today, and I'll also do it again after I just heard one particular line. Do you understand? So my point is, there is nothing like over promotion. People can literally move from different stages as a fan.
I feel that. I agree with everything you have said. I hope, anyways, you guys are recording this video. Yes, I'm going to go and watch the video again.
Make this one
Melody's words of wisdom.
But it's a really good album. So many lines. Like you rap like you're Jason. With your friends.
Yeah, a little bit, because I like it to be like, natural. And I like to take things that we all say in our daily lives. I don't like, rap doesn't have to be
hardcore.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to be like that. I think sometimes it's easier, especially like there's already a lot of very, very fast music in Nigeria, so I don't need to be doing that. So like I just try to break it down and put my words as an instrument, put my voice and my words as an instrument in the beat, so that you can hear me clearly and you don't have to go twice. Like, you just listen to it once and then you get what I'm trying to say.
Maybe it's just me and the way that I consume music and the way that I consume rap music. Now, I am not the biggest rap head, like the biggest hip hop head. So it is very intentional. It's very important for me to enjoy the rap music I'm listening to and be able to sing along to it or rap along to it. So that's why I always tilt towards rappers like you.
Yeah, I feel like there's less and less hardcore rap fans these days, like in the world in general. This is not a Nigerian thing. I might be wrong, and which is why, like, when like that whole like Wizkid thing, like when
you said rappers,
like it got out of hand eventually. But I was like, this is something that I think most people agree with, which part? The part that, like, I forgot, like Afrobeats as a genre. I forgot what the exact statement was, but was sure something about like
rappers,
like Afrobeats, like taking over like rap music or something, or like hip hop or something like that. I believe it was talking about in the worldwide scene, which is true. And I mean, that is just because of the way, there's like, people have short attention span. They want melody, they want things that are sweet, that sound nice. You get, so if you're going to, there we go, Bazo. Yes, if you're gonna do something, then you might as well make something that is easy to listen to. And I think like flow is so important. I think even the rappers that do the best are the guys with the best flow.
Well, I don't know. I'm just speaking about my own perspective of rap, because I would rather listen to like a rap from you, a rap from, you see, now I can put you in my, you see?
Love it. Love it.
That's how it goes. But anyways, rap from like Ladipo, Show Them Cam. Those are the kind of, cause I'm like, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and it's flowing and it's not offbeat. It's just like really sweet and easy. You know, not to discredit the hardcore guys, but it's not just for me. Maybe I'm a babe, because internationally, I don't know. Internationally, I'll listen to Drake.
Same.
That's my guy. For then the hardest core I'll ever go.
We have the same taste in music.
The hardest core I'll ever go is Jay-Z, and that's the day I'm trying to feel like a hardcore girl. After Jay-Z that day, even that Jay-Z was most of the bars will see fly over my head. What's he trying to say here? Did something here? Yeah. Do you understand? But on a regular day, it's Drake.
Yeah, and this album is really one of like no think pieces, just vibes. I just want you to hear it once and understand it once.
Yes, and I did.
At the very most, maybe some songs you have to like. It's not like there's not things inside, or there's not like intelligent things inside.
But you can hear it.
I
don't need dictionary to
thank you.
That's how we should be. I don't want headache. Nigeria is stressing me.
Exactly. I don't want anybody to have any headache when they listen to my music. No think pieces, just vibes. Just, you understand? No need for dictionary.
Yes.
Just hear it and feel it.
I feel it.
Bam. This is speaking to me.
Enjoyment.
Private trip for your private story. Understand? Word. Maybe feel out for your body. As they plan your vacation, just listen to it. Make your mood board. I shall just call the album mood board.
Actually, it would have been perfect, but this is also very good. Now, on this body of work, you spoke about, love a lot. Having a madam and all of that. Are you dating someone?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship now.
No, it was everywhere on the album.
What's funny is I wasn't in a relationship when I was writing all the songs, but I'm in a relationship now.
At the time you were not?
No. So the only song I wrote when I was in a relationship is Enjoyment, the one with AJEBUTTER22.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So when I wrote like Fire, when I wrote like
you were just proclaiming and speaking into the future.
See, yeah, but Light Spark is not. It's kind of like I don't pray to be in.
No, I don't want that one. So let me know. But even other. No, I'm just talking about like the general theme of the album. You spoke about relationships, traveling with your girl, and all of that.
Yeah, so like the first part of the album, I'll say, is about being soft. The middle part is about like being in love, and then the third part is about rocking
having
off.
Fun.
Yeah, having fun. So that's kind of how it is. So everything in the whole capsule is the good life. So when you're soft, when you're in love, and when you're having fun, like everything comes together as
that's nice.
Being sweet.
When people talk about AJEBUTTER and doing music regularly or as much as we want you to, why do you do that?
Why do I not do it as much as I can't? It can't be more than what you are. So I can't make music more than I can make music. Does that make sense?
Make it make sense.
Yeah, like I can only release as much as I feel I have something ready to release, and something I like, and something I'm passionate about having out there.
But the talent is plain. So why are you holding?
But I'm not a rush. I don't rush in my writing. I don't rush in my recording.
So that means once in 10 years.
No, now I've been in the game for 10 years now,
and
you have 3 albums.
I don't know anything about that.
I have 3 albums and 2 EPs. So
yes.
If you actually
we know that. So that's like what? Every 3 years.
Yeah, like if you actually deep it, how many people have 3 albums and 2 EPs?
Plenty.
Not everybody.
Plenty.
No.
So are you saying that you cannot give us album every year?
No, I can't.
Every 2 years.
I can negotiate.
Yeah, we can manage that one. This one now, 2023.
I cannot give you an album.
The next one is 2025.
I can give you an EP every year.
Exactly.
No, but actually, I've actually made that decision that I'm gonna do. I might not even do another album.
Again.
I might not. But
why?
Because I can just do like shorter projects. I can do EPs. Like right now, as I'm sitting down here, I don't feel like making an album. Right now? No.
So this is your last album? Is this your sign out?
No, I'm not signing out. Like I'll do
sign out from album.
I don't know how I feel. I'm not like pushed. I don't have like, for me to make an album, I have to see the picture. I have to see the idea that I want to make first, and be like, I want to make an album that fits
into this.
Yeah, and track 1 is going to fit like this. The intro is going to fit like this. Track 2, track 3.
Yeah, that's
how I make my albums. That's how I see it. It's like making like a movie. Not do you get?
But you have the idea first, then you just flows into it.
Until I feel like that, then I won't make an album, because I don't need an album to release music. I can make 4 songs, 5 songs that are like nice sounding songs that don't connect to each other, and put it in an EP and release it. I can do that. It doesn't have to be an album. Or I can have a short concept that I want to do and put in like 4 or 5 songs and then
and that's it.
Yeah, because people consume music differently.
Yes, they do.
Like the album idea and concept came from when you had to buy like an actual CD and put it in, and you had to listen to it because there was constraints like how you listen to it. But now, if I put out an album, anybody can just go and click any song that they want based on the features, and then that'll just be that.
And I don't think that's a good way to listen to the album, though.
Because that's not how I make it.
Yeah, you might just miss something and just follow but different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, because you have to understand the market that you're working with, and if what they want, if they respond better to 5-song EPs or 6-song EPs,
that's it.
Then that's what I'll do.
That's what you do. I agree. Thank you. But shout out to you for also like taking into cognizance what is trending and what people want and just moving with that. So let's talk about fighting, because now at this point we really have to fight.
Okay, go. Why do we have to fight?
It's not that do your EP as making no cause fight.
Making no cause fight.
No, me, I want to fight. Okay. I don't want peace. I want violence.
I don't want violence, mama.
I don't. When is the third one dropping? Making no cause fight.
That's a good question. I don't know. That's the truth. But this year.
Are you sure?
No. I won't lie. I'm not sure, but I think so. We have some going tracks.
It's going.
That's some tracks that are going. that I love. The thing about making no cause fights is that it's easy, but it's hard because we have to be satisfied. We both have to agree that we like this song. Yeah, that we like this song equally as much before anything can happen. Yeah. Do you understand? But that is somehow it kind of always works out. But then if I like under pressure, just do it. So sometimes you just need to lock in and just boom.
Why did you guys add Faust the last making no cause fight? Why?
Because Faust is a guy. We love his music. We love his sound, and we're just chilling like together a lot that period. So, and I think we recorded the first song in Faust's house as well, and he was on it. I was just like, yeah, do you want to do this? And he was like, boom. And then we ran.
It was a fantastic synergy, though.
Thank you.
So the next one, are we gonna have Faust or some other person? Maybe AJEBUTTER, Budge, and
who? If you give you a mad idea now, who knows? Now from club dance they start.
Well, maybe a babe.
Who knows?
Maybe Amari.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't know, man. I don't know. It depends on how the music is going. Amari is not my friend, so like she's not like I think I've met her only like a few times, so I think making no cause fights is definitely something that would
burn out your friendship. I agree.
It's like someone that's our guy.
Yes, I agree.
Do you understand?
I agree. Okay. I don't know.
What?
I'm thinking about who.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Me too, I don't know. But yeah, making no cause fight is coming, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a 9 to 5?
No. Yes and no. Well, no, because how do I describe it? What is a 9 to 5? A 9 to 5 is like
when you have a job, like you're checking it, because AJEBUTTER, they used to use it as an example that be like AJEBUTTER. He has a 9 to 5, be hardworking. If AJEBUTTER can have a 9 to 5 and have a career, why can't you do it?
Don't kill me. Yeah. I work for myself. Like I run like my own company. So
the tech company. Before we get to that one, do you have a regular 9 to 5 before you had the tech company?
Yes, I did.
So they were not wrong now.
No. Definitely. I used to work for Cisco, which is like there's a tech company, multinational, deal with like networking security for like big companies. So
check in, check out, like in the morning and all of that.
Yeah, but Cisco was one of them where like we used to work remote. We've always like used to work remote from like 2016.
What was your job description?
I was an enterprise account manager, so that's like it's kind of like sales and kind of like consulting, but like with technology for like really big companies. Yeah.
So you're like FUA, a bookworm kind of guy?
Not really.
You
maybe you can. Maybe depends on the day you catch me. I'm just a curious guy. Like I just like to learn things.
So when you talk about this artists getting the job thing, right? To be like more seriously, right? We hear people say stuff like maybe like the OGs and say stuff like, "Oh, artists need to get a regular 9 to 5 and have a job because."
I don't agree.
So let me break it down. Because when they have a 9 to 5 and they're making their own money, they're under less pressure from the record label to bring in money, and like as the artist, when money is not your problem, you're able to create better or create from a why are you making your chair shut down? Okay, you want to give us the soft life chair. Okay, and you're able to create from a place of you're not hungry. money problem is already, your immediate money problem is solved, so you're in a more creative headspace as opposed to not having a job and just depending on the record label and the artist and the music to bring money. So you're under more pressure. What do you think about that?
So I think everybody is different. Some people respond to pressure, some people fold under pressure. So some people is when they don't have anything, like when they're down to their last card, and then like it really pushes them and really inspires them to think out of the box when they're recording. Some people, when they're under pressure like that, they can't create. They can't even do it. Do you get? So everybody is different. For me, if I use my own self as an example, I don't like to write or create under pressure.
You don't even look like you have pressure in your life.
It's just the way I look.
Your face and the music, the way you look, every way you sound, everything looks like there's no pressure.
I'm good at handling pressure. Like I don't exude the pressure that comes to me.
I should like this now. Give me 3 things that are pressuring you in your life right now.
I don't want to tell you.
Give me 3 things. Okay, give me 2. I'm pressuring you now.
I don't want to tell you.
1.
No, okay. Let me just, it can even be random, but like for instance, music, like actually putting music out, like pushing it, like getting it to a certain level, like dropping an album and making an album like people to listen to it. There's a lot of pressure involved in that. You have to do, even when we're releasing this album, like there's a lot of things we had to do like last minute, like getting artists cleared, talking to distributors, talking to labels, getting money. To do a lot of music is very, very, very expensive.
Yes,
it's extremely expensive. You know, just getting everything like right, even in public eye. As of 6 hours before I dropped the album, somebody was telling me they want to take this song down. People were fighting, bro. Like it is non-stop war. Music, everything you do in life, like once it has to do with people, and the more people that you interact with, the more stress you get.
Yes,
that's just it. And people have interest, and the bigger you are in any, like when I was doing my last album, I didn't have this much stress because I was mostly working with Nigerian artists. I was mostly working, like doing stuff like here. There was just like way less things to think about and way less pressure and way less stress. But like now it's like a whole lot more, just because there's so many things in the industry. There's so many different ways to drop music. You have to think of like TikTok, you have to think of Snapchat, you have to think of Instagram, you have to think of Twitter, you have to think of, maybe there were like 4 or 5 DSPs, major DSPs now. Then now you have to think of like 20, you know, and everybody wants content in a different way. Everybody wants to hear you, everybody wants to come to the event, so there's like a lot of pressure.
But when you collaborate with other artists, I always hear artists say that there's so much pressure to do this, or like how you mentioned that someone was trying to take down your music like 6 hours prior to you trying to drop it. But are you not collaborating with your friends or people that you know? Why are they trying to take it down?
It's not necessarily like an artist. Sometimes it's the label, sometimes the artist label, sometimes artist manager, sometimes it's
artist manager.
You never, bro. Like sometimes it's like this song can be owned by one label in the UK and it's owned by another label in the US and owned by another label in Nigeria. Do you get? Or you know, an artist might sign one contract that will conflict with another. It's just so many things to consider and think about. You get? And like, the industry is multifaceted. Like there's so many things that I believe need to be better, need to change.
Okay, I hear you when you say that. I feel like the conversation we're having about the one we're talking about. What were we talking about before we went here? Okay, why should artists get a job? You didn't finish that. Like,
why should artists get a job? Well, I mean, it really depends on the kind of person you are, but I don't think you should do that as an artist.
Why?
If you are not passionate about the job that you're working, if music is your passion, follow your passion. Do you get? If you have a passion in, say, in tech, or you have a passion in finance or something, you can then, in that case, then you can do both. Because I promise you, like, you can never get far in doing both if you don't have the passion for both of them. Like, there's no way I would still be working or I'll still be doing music if I didn't have passion for both of them. Because everything you do in life, like, there are people, so like in the music space, there are people that are doing it to be the best and doing it to get to, like, you know, with all the passion and all the drive. And there's so many setbacks in every industry, in whatever work you're doing.
Yes,
you're going to face pressure, you're going to face
you need to
doubt,
love it.
You're going to face setbacks. So if you don't love it, you're not going to get far, and you're competing with people that are passionate about it. So you're just not going to win, or you're not going to be great, or you're not going to change anything. Like, you're not going to have any legacy in any of the things you're doing if you don't have passion.
Okay.
So, but if you're just doing it like to make money, to make ends meet, to do the other one, I guess that can also work for a short time, but it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable
at all.
As a rapper, you saying that you agree with Wizkid, don't you think that's weird?
Not at all. I don't think Wizkid said anything wrong.
So him saying he doesn't listen to rap music and saying that rap is dead, you agree?
Do you listen to rap music?
I'm not.
Do I listen to rap music?
But you're a rapper.
I don't.
What do you listen to?
I listen to Wizkid or pop, like not just. I'm listening to like what everybody. I listen to Afrobeats. This is Ashake. I listen to, but even still, I listen to Poe. I listen to SDC. I listen to like the fun stuff, like the fun stuff that is interesting.
So the rap in Nigeria is not interesting.
No, the rap is. That's what I'm saying. But at least Alamde not rapping. He's rapping. Yeah. Emma is not rapping. He's rapping. Fino is not rapping. He's rapping. Poe is rapping. SDC is rapping. Do you get? All these guys are rapping. If your rap is sweet, your flow is sweet. Odumodu Black is not rapping. He's rapping now. If he's sweet, I will listen to it 1,000,000 times. You get? But if it's not sweet, if the flow is not sweet, you can't catch me. I'm not going to listen to it. That's simple. There's nothing wrong with that.
So what do you think is wrong with the kind of rap that we do in Nigeria?
There's nothing. That's what I'm just saying. Like all these people are mentioning, they are rappers.
The ones that are not these people.
Like who?
I don't know.
Call their name now. Call anybody's name.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm sure, but I'm not doing that. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you if I like their music or not. For me, simple.
No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to land on blogs. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of any. Ajebo Hustlers. What does Knowledge do? He raps. He raps like rap.
But we said rap is dead and it's boring. Wiz. Yeah.
That was he said.
Also, you didn't know what he said before you agreed.
That's what he said. That's not what he said. If you actually read the article, which I did,
he said, if I'm being honest, I don't listen to any other genre of music anymore. I don't listen to rap. That is boring. It's dead now. It's tired. That's what he said. That's what I was saying. That you're agreeing with me. Because you just read like one thing. The context of everything he was talking about. Yeah, he was picking up Afrobeat.
Yes, because the truth about when I was growing up, I used to listen to probably 80%, 90% rap music. Even 10 years ago, I used to listen to a lot more rap music than I do now. Like at the current crop of American, all the big American rappers that are going now, I don't like their music personally. If you remove Drake and maybe even like if you remove Drake, you remove Cole, you remove Kendrick, I don't listen to the rest of those guys.
Not that you're here.
I just don't. Migos.
Not that you're here. Maybe I can have a conversation with you.
Honestly.
Trap.
Which one is trap? Like, I don't listen to that.
I don't too.
So but that's me. That's my preference. Do you get?
Your manager said that is number one genre.
You like that? Exactly. That? Like for some people, he's going. Wizkid is my age, or like a year older than me.
So you think that?
Do you understand?
It doesn't make sense.
I don't get time to follow. Hello. Now it's in the go for my Now it's I'll be honest. If they bring SDC here and they bring one of those guys, I won't listen to them. I'll listen to SDC because that's what I like.
Music is enjoyable.
Thank you.
Let's just say it.
Why are we beating somebody for saying that enjoyable music is enjoyable? Why?
I totally understand.
Subjectively for him. And for me too. We're in the same subject. And for you too.
Hey God, that drag me inside this thing.
It's the truth now.
So I understand what you're saying. I feel like sometimes as rappers, because of your genre of music, you guys have talked about how it's very important for you to be very intellectual. Your rappers are so sometimes maybe you guys focus on giving us 16 bars or 32 bars or 100 bars.
What is intellectual? How is a rapper more intellectual than say Burna Boy or Asha? When
people had their argument, they will say that
there's nothing more intellectual. It's because this person is singing in a way that everybody can understand. Doesn't mean that they're passing. If you are going to church now, or you're in school, and your lecturer is talking to you, and you don't understand what he's saying, and the person that's teaching you is still telling you to go and read another book. How now?
Dictionary.
It's not going to go.
It's not going to go.
It's not going to go. Like we all have to be honest.
No, we have some rappers that if you listen to their music, you have to use dictionary. See, they're educating us. They want us to learn the
grammar. But then some people are also like the thrill of going to look at dictionary or whatever, which I don't know if that's the point. Like I feel like there's also a middle ground where you can have your punchlines, you can have your double entendres and still have good flow. Drake does that all the time.
And you can also listen to the rap and enjoy it the same way I'm enjoying this
Jay-Z
new
does
album
that all the time.
You know, from AJEBUTTER, you know,
Exactly.
and this soft life and everything is just soft when you're listening to it.
Thank you.
So shout out to you, AJEBUTTER.
Bless up.
It's so nice having you on the show today. And you know, your last body of work, what happens in Lagos?
Yeah.
There are certain things that people believe that you can never happen in Lagos.
Like what?
Finding love. How did you find love in Lagos?
In a hopeless place.
Is it under the rock?
No, I'm joking. I think the reason why people can, like a lot of people can't find love in Lagos and why it's difficult is because in Lagos we don't love ourselves first. As people, we don't love ourselves. We are the environment doesn't make it easy for you to even love yourself because you're always on guard. You're always fighting somebody. You're always like, is this person going to steal my money?
Before they do me, let me do them.
Do you understand? Everybody thinks before you do me, let me do them.
Yes.
And once you have that mentality, it's hard for you to trust. And once you can't do that, it's hard for you to find love. So it's really a self-discovery thing first. It's a personal thing. Like, if you can't love yourself, trust yourself, and you know, if you believe that you're going to do bad, definitely you're going to think somebody else is going to do bad to you. So if you can't even just get over that in the first place, then the rest will not happen.
So as the chairman of Soft Life, you know, and all of this, what can you say to people that are struggling to find love in the Lagos? What are the 3 tips to discover love in Lagos? Help us.
Number 1, love yourself. Number 2, don't be selfish. And I don't know what to say. What big guys say. Number 2, don't be selfish. And number 3, don't be afraid to spoil somebody.
So have money.
No. That is a very big difference between having money and spoiling someone.
How will I spoil you without money?
Because everybody has money.
No matter how small,
everybody has money.
What will somebody buy for you now? As I'm looking at you, somebody wants to spoil you. How can they spoil you?
Do you know what's so funny? You can spoil me with pepper soup.
True.
Yeah, if that's what I want, that's what I need at the time.
So it's thoughtfulness.
Bro, you can spoil me by coming to jam with me for the weekend. That do you guys? That means you're spoiling me with your time, because if you're a very busy person that usually doesn't, you can spoil me by coming to something I invite you to. You get, and showing up for your friends, for people. That's a very great way to just be there. If you do that for enough people, the people won't feel lonely. They won't feel like there's so many people that are rich that also they'll feel the same thing as the poorest person. There's so many people that are poor that feel the same thing. Everybody like has the same feelings inside them. Everybody has the same insecurities. Everybody. So it's just like, how much do you appreciate the next man? But you can't really appreciate the next man if you don't feel in yourself. You don't feel like you have love to give.
Thank you so much, Chairman of the Soft Life, for giving us just 3 tips on how to find love in Lagos. You say you don't have to have money, but
you really don't.
If you say so, sharp.
I've been rich, I've been poor, I've been all. And in all the situations, like it's really like, at the end of the day, it's really how you feel about the next man. I've been happy poor, I've been happy rich, and I've been sad poor, I've been sad rich.
Fact.
Yeah. So
okay, thank you so much, AJEBUTTER, for pulling up on the show. Thank you for stopping by for such a good conversation as we wrap up. But before we wrap up, please, you're one of the popular faces or popular voices when people talk about Alter movement.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's you that do it. It's your thing. It's your stuff. Is that? Do you think you guys have been able to achieve what you guys were looking to achieve with that movement?
Bro, I don't think anybody was really. I don't think anybody was like initially. Also, it was just a slang that year, like in 2012. Also, yeah, it was just like a slang. Like, if you're just different or just do something, that person is Alter. You get, that was just where like it started from. But I think that Alter has definitely been part of the backbone of what has taken Afrobeats out of, like, as well as made Afrobeats as big as it is. It has really, really contributed. Like, the faces of Afrobeats here and the faces of Afrobeats around the world are not necessarily the same.
Yes.
And a lot of that has had to do with like the Alter movement, and that is basically showing people around the world that the biggest guys in the US and the biggest guys in Nigeria are the same kind of people. Like these African guys, they're not like some weird or like, you know, they're the same kind of people as you, and they're even so cool that they're influencing pop culture worldwide. you know, a lot of things that started in Nigeria, in this Lagos, are in this alter thing you're talking about, in almost all the creative spheres worldwide. There's somebody that's come from this space in Lagos that is doing this stuff on the world level, fashion or music or movies or whatever the case. Someone that has come from this same Lagos, this same place,
yes,
and is doing it on a world level.
Yes, that's very true.
Yeah, and that's because of this. It has to do with this movement
and the community
of people, and it's really just people just not being afraid to be themselves. Call me odd, call me strange, say I do things like that. Like, they just do things the way they want to do it, and it's gone.
And it's going.
It's going, exactly.
Thank you so much, Ote Daddy, and chairman of the Top
Thank you, Melody,
for pulling up on us today, and you know, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on TikTok dancing.
Oh God, do I have to?
Yes, you have to. I will do a TikTok video with him today.
But think about me.
Which song should we do at
No. But think about me as you see me like this. Do I look like someone that should be?
You don't care. I'm gonna do one today as well. We're gonna stand here today, and we're gonna do TikTok. We'll stay in the middle. Me and you not doing like this. Right now. Okay. All right. Today we're doing it. Don't worry about it. You figure it out.
Sure.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, AJEBUTTER, for pulling up in the studio. Go check out his brand new album if you haven't listened to it. You should absolutely do that. It's a beautiful body of work. It is titled "Soundtrack to the Good Life," and it sounds just like the title of the album.
Boom.
And AJEBUTTER looks just like the title of the album.
Boom.
Yes. The next song I'm playing is Sumoju.
Yeah, Sumoju.
So what does it mean?
It means
Sumoju.
Sumoju means like come closer.
Come closer. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm close enough. This is your number one lifestyle station, 71051. My name is Melody.
All right.